Hello ladies and gentlemen of the audience. I present to you, Mr. Charlie Kirk. Charlie is an American political pundit who represents the far-right political ideology complete with a handmaid's tale view of society. Charlie feels that the God-given gift of personal choice handed to mankind should only exist for an elite chosen few and that mankind's choices should be regulated and placed entirely under governmental control. He believes that anything that corrupts his personal view of morality should be banned and that morality itself is utterly objective according to Western, biblical interpretation.
So, if people decide to do drugs, whose fault is that? But even if coke gets run in the city, do you have to use it?
The question is, it's there.
Oh,
and
but
part of our decisions are always wrapped up in the material
let's play
conditions
this
that
out.
we're living in.
If cocaine was right here and I took it, is it the person who dropped it there or my fault if I took it?
I think the question of fault
Wrong.
is a wrong
My
one.
fault. I believe that people are responsible for their own decisions, not society. If cocaine was right here and I took it, is it the person who dropped it there or my fault if I took it?
I think the question of fault
Wrong.
is a wrong
My
one.
fault. It's my fault if I take it.
But then
See,
what
I
motivated
believe
you to take it?
I believe that people are responsible for their own decisions, not society.
Exactly.
Charlie only believes in personal responsibility only when it is something that doesn't pertain to himself.
Look, and I'm gonna be very honest. Like, with someone who's actually struggled with watching pornography before, like the fact you worked in the pornography industry, I look at you as like a sexual drug dealer.
That's okay. Yeah, I
Like,
understand
but
that.
you're producing content that will kill people.
Well,
Literally.
I don't agree with that.
Depression,
But
isolation.
they probably already had depression and isolation prior to the
Look,
pornography.
I'm going to say this as like from a personal perspective. It destroys lives. It does.
Well, yeah, so do a lot of things.
Who put the pornography in Charlie's hands? Where is the personal responsibility? Who puts the porn into the hands of its consumers? And now for the question of the hour.
Do you believe the government should ban porn?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
No, I don't.
Mr. Free Speech strikes again. The government versus Larry Flint proved that it is a First Amendment right.
So, but you go into it knowing that the people that would be consuming it will be less likely to be faithful to their wives.
That's not true. That is not true
Oh, it
at all.
absolutely is true. The stats around pornography are unbelievable.
But I can show you stats that show that's not true. Number one. Number two, those people already have that inside of them. So I know many people who consume porn who have no issues at all and are perfectly
No
okay
issues
with
that you
it.
know, but this goes back to
Well,
should you do what you feel is right? And the answer is no.
If you're an adult, I think you should be able to make choices that really reflect to your own space.
Charlie believes in regulating your choices and ability to choose over to government control.
So the thing is this, you have the opportunity to watch porn or not watch porn. That's how I look at it.
Sort of, yes, of course. But when you're 17 and you get addicted to something from an industry that,
Again,
that is
underage,
predatory towards
right.
you, or 18 or 19
Right,
or 20,
right.
or married couples that get targeted with these things.
Yes.
And I get the thousands of emails from our listeners of young men that are struggling with these things.
They struggle, I
and
know.
millions, but
They
it's
struggle.
it's the industry that normalizes it, and the numbers are unbelievable.
Denial will be strong in many of you, but the truth is in the open. Charlie has many fantastic talking points, but he is not who he claims to be. Cope with it and let it go.